This is our scone. As you see, we have the raisin scone we make with buttermilk to get this flavor of sour of the buttermilk. Raisin, beautiful, fluffy, crunchy outside, inside very moist, like a great scone. We have the mascarpone cream, very thick, very creamy. A lot of fat of the mascarpone make this cream. When you put on in the center of the scone and you eat, it's amazing. They get released out from your mouth. It's beautiful, and the jam very thick, very creamy. The best combination: scone, mascarpone, and blueberry is the perfect treat for afternoon tea. Now we're making a scone. I think a scone is the signature item for the tea time or afternoon tea. Sometimes I switch instead of scone brioche. This one is very nice, classic with the raisin. You will love this recipe. It's super easy to make, very fluffy and yummy, also very moist inside. The ingredient, all-purpose flour. We mix baking powder inside, salt, we have sugar, we have eggs, we have buttermilk, we have cold butter and raisin. First, I want to add all the dry ingredients, the flour, baking powder, and salt together with cold butter. I want to mix like a sablé, like a cold sablé process until the butter mix completely and make like a sand texture. We put the butter very cold. We want to mix this until the butter is incorporated like a sand. Okay, we add the sugar also with the dry ingredients. Now we want to mix these dry ingredients, sugar, flour, baking powder, salt with the butter until it becomes like a breadcrumb sand, like a texture of sand or powder, almond powder texture. About a few minutes. Okay, now the flour they incorporate with the butter. I want to show you. You see, it's not lump. It's like a almond flour, like a sand, like a beach sand. The good thing is that butter need to be cold. Otherwise, if you put butter at room temperature, will be paste, like a mass. I want this texture because this texture make our scone very flaky because the butter is not melted. It's incorporated. You know, it's millions of pieces of butter that when you eat, it's too flaky. Now, we want to add slowly, low speed, the buttermilk and the eggs, little by little together. If you cannot find buttermilk, you can use some milk. Buttermilk is more acidity, more sour, more flavor. With the eggs, we want to mix like a low speed, like a 2 minutes, and then medium speed, like a 2 more minutes. And then we finish with the raisin. Now they've been 4 minutes, 2 minutes in slow speed and 2 minutes in medium speed. We add the raisin, cranberry, any dry fruit. Now we mix it slow to incorporate. Okay, we take it out. We finish, we take it out. Beautiful dough. Super nice dough. It's not sticky. Okay. We work with the hand. We do some fold. Next. We can keep outside room temperature about 20 minutes to relax, and then we can roll it up to 20 millimeter thick, or we can keep in the fridge overnight. For me, it's better to keep in the fridge overnight to the dough relax, and then next day we roll it up. It's more stable, and we cut it to 4 centimeters. Okay. Now I wanna cover with plastic wrap. We keep in the fridge overnight. Now we have the scone. We rest overnight, but you can rest, like I say, 20 minutes, and then we wanna roll it up to 2 to 2.5 centimeters or 20 millimeters thick. Okay, we take out the scone. It's very cold because it was in the fridge. We put some flour. Don't worry to put some flour, and then we wanna roll it up. Always one side down, up, like in the same direction. Beautiful dough, it's nice. Front, back, same direction. Front, and go back. Okay, perfect. Okay, we have our scone. We have we can cut any cutter and then we press. We cut. Okay. As you can see, all this leftover you mix again, and you roll it up again. Now, now we want to put the scone in the chip pan. We need to put always to flip the other side, the flat side, to rise nice and even and flat and beautiful. Because this is not even, when it was in the bottom, it's very even, and then we flip to the other side to get flat. They allow me to grow straight. Okay, we have egg yolks, 100% egg yolk. We mix with the brush. We wanna spread on top. The scone to give nice color. And then we wanna let to dry in the fridge until the egg yolk they dry completely, and then we brush another layer of egg yolks, and then we wanna bake in the oven. It's very important to do this step to achieve a nice color on top of the. Now it's time to put the second brush layer of egg yolks. As you see, we touch, it's dry, the first layer. Okay, one more layer. Usually I bake this scone 200 degrees Celsius at the deck oven, but you can bake 175, 180 conventional oven. I like to bake with no fan. They can rise, pop up, nice. Okay, we wanna bake 175, 170, 175 in the conventional oven, or 200 at the deck oven, about 15 to 18 minutes. Now we're making the mascarpone cream for our scone. We have fresh mascarpone and napash. I use napash from Valrhona, crystal absolute, but you can use any napash. I like the Valrhona napash because it's no flavor. It's very neutral. Why we use napash? Napash make more fluffy and more creamy. Okay, we put the mascarpone, we put the napash, and we're gonna whip with the whisk attachment until medium peak. Okay, our mascarpone cream is ready with the very creamy. Super shiny, super creamy. Now in the fridge they will stabilize and will become more stable. You see how nice, very smooth, very smooth. Now we keep in the fridge to set. Super nice and smooth. We're gonna cover it with plastic wrap and we keep in the fridge. This is our mascarpone for the scone. Okay, now we're making our blueberry compote for the scone. We have fresh blueberry, sugar, lemon and zest for 1 lemon, and pinch of salt. We want to bring everything to boil, and then we reduce the heat, and we keep cooking about 7 minutes until the temperature 105 centimeters. Okay, we put the blueberry, sugar, lemon juice and lemon, and pinch of salt. Now we mix. We want to bring to boil, we want to reduce, and we want to keep cooking about 7 minutes until it becomes very thick, a little bit thick, okay? Sometimes we want to crush a little bit because I want a small piece and big piece of the blueberry. Now our compote is ready. They've been simmered for 7 minutes. It's very thick, as you see. It's perfect. Nice and flavor. We put in the bowl. We cover it with plastic wrap and we keep it in the fridge 24 hours. Now we have our compote ready. We have the mascarpone. Now we're waiting for the scone. Our scone is already ready. We take it out from the oven, 15 minutes. Like I said before, I prefer to bake in deck oven at 200, about 15 to 18 minutes. But if you don't have deck oven, you can use conventional oven. You can lower to 170, low fan. If you don't have low fan, regular fan, no problem. And then you want to bake until it's golden, yellow on top. Also, it's very toast in the bottom. It's beautiful, It's nice. I will put some scone in the plate. We have the blueberry compote, beautiful texture, you see? It's nice, like a marmalade compote, thick, creamy. We put in the bowl. Very nice texture. Without using any jelly fry or pectin, we make a nice compote. Cooking this compote to 105 and caramelize the sugar. Beautiful compote. Now it's time to serve the mascarpone cream with the nappage. We have the scone, we have the jam or the compote. Now we do the quenelle of the mascarpone. Perfect. This is our scone, perfect for afternoon tea. As you see, beautiful, shiny, colorful on top, like a nice and yellow. Our mascarpone cream, very thick, very creamy. And the blueberry compote that is amazing. This is the perfect scone for the best afternoon tea ever. This is the scone, you see, crunchy outside, one up inside. Super soft, smell amazing, beautiful. Now with the cream and blueberry, is the best. You make a sandwich, nice and moist inside, crunchy outside.